Yeah, so you know, all of our songs are original. I'm not good enough to play other people's songs. I don't want to mess them up. So poet with 5 chords in his catalog and a guitar. So this song, when we had River, our oldest, you know, people would always say time goes by so fast, you know, with your kids, and we appreciated that. And I think we recognize that, you know, that in the blink of an eye, you know, they're out of the house and gone and grown and stuff, and just cherish every moment with them. And so we try to appreciate that. So this song's about that. It's called One Day. Well, it takes 2 planners and a couple of men's out to keep it together inside of your head. It's early to rise and it's late to bed. Sometimes you teeter on indifference. But you're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. Lessons in practice, clothes out on the floor, and you still can't find your mind. You lost speaks for thorn. Spaghetti and meatballs are stuck to the walls. Looks like a bomb went off inside of your car. You washed your hair, but you can't recall when. And the baby flushed his favorite teddy again. But you're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. Say time flies, but you couldn't realize that it truly passes in the blink of an eye. They tried to tell you you're sad and insane, but you're gonna miss these days one day, yeah. You're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. Races and sports, they think you're a dork and you can't help but dream of the life before. There's clothes to mend and there's broken hearts too. It's been ignorant habits plotting against you, but you're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. One day these babies will pack up their things, they'll walk out the door and go on their way. The next one's spring is now built for 2, and you're wondering what it's your left to do. You're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. Said time flies, but you couldn't realize that it truly passes in the blink of an eye. They tried to tell you you're sad and insane, but you're gonna miss these days one day, yeah. You're gonna miss these days one day. You're gonna miss these days one day. This song is off our EP that we did in Metamora with Frank Black and Mark Harper last November, who were very generous to support us and record our first ever EP for us. The song's called Propagate You. You are like no one I've ever met. You make me feel so normal in my skin. Finding you was like a happy accident. You take my heart to places propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. If I could, yeah, I'd propagate you. Cause this world needs more like you. You want a room like raising a blind. You really see dark and you let it light. You're naturally true. You're kindly kind. You're the freshest breath I found in my time. Your heart is warm, your soul is pure, your words are truth. Of this I'm sure. If I could, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. If I could, yeah, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. I'd take a branch and I'd get to room and I'd sing you my songs if you wanted me to. I'd find a fine pot and soil that soothes. Then I'd find a nice spot. The sun shines on you, and I'd pull all the weeds that surrounded you. Yeah, I'd do anything to have one more like you. If I could, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. If I could, yeah, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. You were like no one I've ever met. You make me feel so normal in my skin. Finding you was like a happy accident. You take my heart to places that it's never been. If I could, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. If I could, I'd propagate you. Cause this world, it needs more like you. Okay, I'm going to play a song. I'm not sure that Caroline's going to sing with this. This song is kind of about what you see is not always what you get. Sometimes walls and doors hide realities. So this song is called Child Soldiers. Fought the war together, just children at the time. You bravely faced the foe and clearly lost their mind. Dodging shrapnel bladders, lost in fits of fury. Memories like casualties you tried in vain to bury. child soldiers never saw this fight that waits through years and years, days and nights. And you were child soldiers, you knew the pain of the strikes of hands and belts, felt like grenades. You were never sure when the bombs would fall. Evil goes by many names, but you called it mine. You called for backup from those who shed your blood, but you found the cavalry would never come. Just far-fetched stories, who could believe your plight at the hands of the one who gave you your life. She had them fooled with a southern drawl. Yes, mommy did was rule within those walls. And you were child soldiers never saw this fight that waits through years and years, and days and nights. You were child soldiers, you knew the pain of the strikes of hands and belts that felt like grenades. You were never sure when the bombs would fall. Evil goes by many names, but you called it mine. Midwest lake house we all now see was the perfect blind for her tyranny. On the outside it looked like a home, but the rooms and halls that were a war zone. You held no ground in this fight, 'cause you never knew when spaces were the front lines. And you were child soldiers never saw this fight that waits through years and years of days and nights. And you were child soldiers, you knew the pain of the strikes of hands and belts that felt like grenades. You were never sure when the bombs would fall. Evil goes by many names, but you called it mine. You were never sure when the bombs would fall. Evil goes by many names, you called it mine. Alright, we're going to do one more song. So, this song's called Glorious, and then we're going to have Noah come up here and play some songs. So, yeah. So this song was inspired by a very vibrant young old lady. So. Glorious, she's 92, and she's as vibrant as a spring in full bloom. She has big stories of a lively bright, and a mind that's fresh as a midsummer's night. said, do you feel as old as your bones? She said, I'm not sure, I've never lived this long. Then I said, glorious, how is it done? And she said to me, just remember this, son, you are what you eat, in the company you keep. Drink 3 fingers each night and get a good night's sleep, and hold your head high and keep your nose clean, starting each day, getting down on your knees. I have a friend, John, he's 44, looks like he fought in the Second World War. His body's fit, and so was his mind. Seems he's been rode hard and left out to dry. I said, hey Johnny, you look warm and tired. And you said to me, take a little advice. You are what you eat, in the company you keep. Drink 3 fingers each night and get a good night's sleep, and hold your head high and keep your nose clean, starting each day, getting down on your knees.
These days they will come and go, though we do not know which way to go. We need not break the mold to direct the flow. There's no this road we've been shown, this road we are sown.
Sometimes the Bible tells people to mind. Sometimes the mind goes for its time. Some lives are lived long and well. Some suicides done, leave behind bullet shells. Though you are what you eat, in the company you keep. Drink 3 fingers each night and get a good night's sleep, and hold your head high and keep your nose clean, starting each day, getting down on your knees. Yeah, what you eat,
these days
in the company you keep.
and go.
Drink 3 fingers each night,
Do not know
get a good night's
where to
sleep,
go. We need no break,
and hold your head high
to direct the
and keep your
flow.
nose clean,
No, this road
starting
we've been
each
shown,
day,
this road
getting down on
we
your
are sown.
yeah,
I'm what you eat,
in the company you keep. Drink 3 fingers each night and get a good night's sleep, and hold your head high and keep your nose clean, starting each day, getting down on your knees.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Apollo. Didn't feel right, and you hung up the phone. So you called right back, she's already gone. At the end of the purchase, many years before, had he known its purpose, he'd have left it alone. Now there's a piece of you forever gone, and you feel as hollow as the hole in the wall. And you're hollow by for your agony. You can't forgive yourself for what you couldn't change. You're hollow, the unrelenting pain. It floods your broken heart, you know through your veins. You're hollow, you're so hollow. Time has failed to ease your pain, and there's no solvent to cleanse your blame. She found you twice as you dreamt, said it was time, your penance in. Forgive yourself, drop your misery, for only then she rests in peace. In your hollow, but for your agony, you can't forgive yourself for what you couldn't change. You're hollow, the unrelenting pain. It floods your broken heart, you must remain. You're hollow, you're so hollow. Feel your torment, it shows respect. It's one more life lost to this dismal act. Your search for purpose has gone in vain, and you failed to find God's reasoning. And that his princess fell from the throne. Sometimes this life is a heavy crown. In your hollow, but for your agony, you can't forgive yourself for what you couldn't change. Your hollow, the unrelenting pain. It floods your broken heart, you must through your veins. You're hollow, you're so hollow. And you're hollow. You're probably wondering why there's a keyboard up here. So, Katie Joe's gonna come up here and play a song with me. So, you know, it's the first time I came to A-Town, it was for the album release of Katie Joe and Just Jones, two great local musicians. And this is one of the songs from the CD that me and Caroline did. It's called Familiar. And Katie has gracefully offered to add her amazing keyboard skills to this song. So, and I appreciate that. So, it's great to play music it's priceless to play music with a friend. So, this song's called Familiar. Couldn't give you the drama needed from me that led you to nostalgic memories. Door slamming and yelling and other things that remind you of your upbringing. You needed the chaos, wanted to show me a place familiar that I did not know. It felt like only you into your soul. I'm sorry, baby, but it cannot go. Early in our time, truth was close, but as time passed, your true colors show. Some say love it has no bounds, but I won't lay with you there on the ground. You needed the chaos, wanted to show me a place familiar that I did not know. It felt like only you into your soul. I'm sorry, baby, but there cannot go. Breaks my heart to leave you to fight, but this isn't the hill where I want to die. I suppose if you build it, you can tear it down. Surely when the footing is this unsound, you needed the chaos, wanted to show me a place familiar that I did not know. It felt like only you into your soul. I'm sorry, baby, but it cannot go. I'm sorry, baby, but it cannot go. So sorry, baby, but it cannot go. This song is called Broken Crayons, and this song is for any broken crayons out there. So. You took a few wrong turns along the path and put your trust in some who didn't have to match. At times the days felt longer than they'd ever been. At times the nights felt like they would never end. They broke you like a horse, they took your dignity, they left you out the person that you used to be. But broken crayons, they still color, so please don't throw them away. Even broken blocks get it right a couple times a day. And broken hearts, they still beat, and one day they will mend. So don't you listen if they tell you that you can never be whole again. And the years will pass before you find hope in the form of a soul, oh, that you didn't know. It took what they taught you and what you shouldn't know, and packed a nice Vienna nook where you would never go. It brought a touch of blue for your broken heart. It brought a little light to you to pull you from the dark. Broken crayons, they still come, so please don't throw them away. Even broken locks get it right a couple times a day. And broken hearts, they still beat, and one day they will mend. So don't you listen if they tell you that you can never be whole again. Sometimes you find treasure even when there's no map. Sometimes a life's just starting and you feel like it's collapsed. Oh, they thought that they buried you, but you were like a seed. It only took a little light to have you flourishing. Those broken crayons, they still cover, so please don't throw them away. Even broken clocks get it right a couple times a day. And broken hearts, they still beat, and one day they will mend. So don't you listen if they tell you that you can never be whole again. Broken crayons, they still cut, so please don't throw them away. Even broken clocks get it right a couple times a day. So this song was actually prompted from a songwriting prompt on Facebook, and I got invited to the group. I think it was an accident, but I wrote the song. And I don't usually write songs based on prompt. I just don't do that. I write songs when it kind of comes to me, and I feel inspiration. But the prompt was "The sky's the limit," and so it's maybe like a little bit of my opinions.
Your opinions?
My opinions.
Oh, okay.
I won't get
I
into too much.
thought you were going to choose a different word.
Yeah. So, the song's called "The Sky is the Limit." Said the sky's the limit. Well, I suppose you could mine us with it. But if there's one thing for sure, there's always changing the times on what is possible. They said there's no sea feeling that nothing's beyond our reach. Well, if you ask me, I tend to agree. It all boils down to what you believe. It's us that they try to limit. They know that we're moved by fear, so they blow their smoke to keep the truth close to the end of the fiscal year. They say that the sky's the limit. They say lots of things. Don't mind if it's true for me or for you, just as long as we believe. They say that the sky's the limit. Well, I suppose your mind lies within it. But if there's one thing for sure, they're always changing the towns on what is impossible. Around my sea, some are led to believe that the sky's not as high as others. So they call the fog clouds just to keep you down, 'cause they don't mind to watch you suffer, and they skew your view to keep you blue, just like a tiger on a tether. Then they look down from the perch in the clouds and say, you should have known better. Say that the sky's the limit. Well, I suppose if your mind lies within it. But if there's one thing for sure, they're always changing the towns on what is impossible. If there's one thing for sure, they're always changing the towns on what is impossible. Yeah. All right. This song is for Dee, who's in heaven, and this song is for Johnny, who's in Alabama. And even though they're not here, whenever we play this song is always for them, because they were very special people. So, and their love for each other was a very special thing. The song is called "Love of a Lifetime." This is the story of Johnny and Dee. They were the best friends of our family. He moved down south when she was a teen. She was the prettiest girl that Johnny had ever seen. And he knew when he met her, one thing was for sure, that someone's going to need to take care of that girl. Sometimes it takes a lifetime to find the love of your life. Sometimes you need not to look very far, you just need to open your eyes. Sometimes love lasts a lifetime, it endures the twists and the turns. Sometimes in a world where nothing makes sense, it's the only thing we know for sure. And they raised 3 sons. When John came home from the fight, and through the years and the laughter and the tears, he remained the love of their life. And he still called her mom, and she'd still call him dad. Even as the nest grew empty, and each other was all that they had. Sometimes it takes a lifetime to find the love of your life. Sometimes you need not to look very far, you just need to open your eyes. Sometimes love lasts a lifetime, it endures the twists and the turns. Sometimes in a world when nothing makes sense, it's the only thing we know for sure. grown old and life's taking its toll. Still he loves her the same. And he's the one who bathes her, and the one who puts her to bed. He feeds her and he holds her and he brushes her hair. Each morning he gets addressed. Sometimes she don't recognize him. She can't find the words she wants to say. Even though life's turned cruel and everything's changed, walk hand in hand through each day. Sometimes it takes a lifetime to find the love of your life. Sometimes you need not to look very far, you just need to open your eyes. Sometimes love lasts a lifetime, it lingers, it twists and turns. Sometimes in a world where nothing makes sense, it's the only thing we know for sure. Sometimes in a world where nothing makes sense, it's the only thing we know for sure. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming out. We have family and friends that have driven quite a ways to come and see us tonight, so thank you so much for coming to see us. Ellen, Arvin, Fran, Mary, Lori, Uncle Gary, thank you guys so much. Thank you all. Have a good night.
Hey, Wandering Tulipps, everybody.